Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I'm going to demonstrate a spread using the Pure Magic Oracle by Andres and Grazia, and it is a fairly new deck. If you would like to see more, if you like these cards and you'd like to know more about this deck, please visit my playlist called Oracle Deck Reviews Volume 1, and you will find it on there. All the information about it, you'll get to see every card and so on. All right, so this spread that I found I thought was very interesting and is called the It is called the Powers That Be spread. And this spread is going to represent the 4 elemental guardians and any messages they may have for your spiritual life. We're talking about the 4 elements. We're talking about air, earth, fire, and water. And you can actually do this spread with any oracle deck or tarot deck that speaks to you. And instead of air, earth, fire, and water, you could do swords, pentacles, wands, and cups. So you can use the suits instead if you're using a tarot deck, or you can just do 4 random piles, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to divide these into the suits because I think that's interesting, and I think that might give us a good perspective on what we're looking for. All right, so this is what it says. So we're going to shuffle the cards. It says to shuffle the cards and fan them out and intuitively draw 4 cards to lay them out in a circle, placing the first card at the top. This represents the air guardian. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to do air, fire, and then, hold on, earth, and then water. All right, so, but I've taken, in this deck, there are 4 suits, and they happen to be air, earth, fire, and water. And so I'm going to take each suit, so we actually get a message from that particular element for this reading. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to shuffle them up a bit into their, and we're going to take the card that comes out on top for the reading. All right, this will make more sense as we go on. Okay. So this is the air. This represents the message from the air guardian. All right, and then the second card is going to be to the left and slightly below, and that is going to be the fire guardian. So I'm going to take the fire cards here. And if you're doing tarot, you might do wands, or you can just choose random cards from the deck. They don't even have to be in that particular suit or element. Okay, so this is going to be the message from the fire guardian. Okay, and if you want to write down how to do this spread, you might want to pause it and grab a pencil and paper so you can write down, you know, how it goes. And if you're just here for the reading, that's fine as well. I feel like if you've been led to watch the video, then there is a message here for you, whether it's the message, hey, you need to do this spread, or whether it is a message for you in the actual spread that I'm demonstrating. Okay, and the next group is going to be below and to the right of the second card, and that will be the message from the Earth Guardian. And that'll be there. And then the next will be the message from the Water Guardian. And I'm going to read the messages from the book, so these may be a bit lengthy, but I think this is going to give you a good idea of how the book is written, and also give you your clear messages. This is a new deck for me, so I don't know this well enough to have the card memorized, the card meanings memorized. Okay, so again we have air, fire, earth, and water. All right, and these are going to be the messages from your guardian of that particular element. All right, so let's look here. So this first one is going to be the air guardian message. That's number 15, Secret Seances. The next one is going to be the fire guardian message, Voodoo Roots. The third message is going to be from the Earth Guardian. That is called Gnomes. And the fourth message is from your Water Guardian, and it is Mirror Magic. Now, I'm going to read the meanings of these and the keywords at the bottom, but just looking at this, guys, 5 is going to be a really important number for you right now. 5 and 6, and I'll tell you why. There's a 5 here, there's a 5 here. 3 plus 2 is 5. Then we have 2 plus 4 is 6, and 1 plus 5 is 6. So 5 and 6, keep an eye out for that. The number 24, the number 15, and the number 32 might also be important to you right now. All right, so first let's read the message from our Air Guardian. And that is going to be secret seances. This is spirit world. These are the keywords: spirit world, messages, assistance, and memories. All right, so I'm going to look this up and I'm going to read the meaning for you. So here we go. And of course, all of the spreads that I demonstrate can be used with any deck of tarot or oracle cards. All right, so this says, divine spiritual entities are usually the friendlier and more receptive to petitions than the spirits of dearly departed humans, with the exception perhaps of your own personal ancestral spirits. They speak to us in dreams, memories, and hidden whispers in the wind, and their presence can be felt when we quiet down and really listen to the silence. The dead do not truly leave, for they are intertwined with nature and the makeup of our cosmic world. You are being asked to remember the true essence of your being and to reach into the void and pull from it the assistance you seek. A message, a reminder, or an assurance that all is well and as it should be. Everything is perfect by natural laws. The spirit world holds paths and doors that can shift and unblock our roads in the physical world, but the doors can only open if we seek the assistance of the benevolent beings wanting to give service. So that's so important. You have to ask for help from your spirit guides. You have to ask for help from your ancestors, from your angels. They want to be asked. They won't butt into your life if you don't ask them. So when you need assistance, you've got to ask. It says support is coming from the other side with a reminder that not everything is permanent. Make the most of the moments that occur and be consciously present. You have aid in waiting if you just open the way to receive the help. Let go of the control of time as things will occur in their natural order. You are supported by your spirits, but remember to bring them their offerings. This card is a call to return to honoring the sacredness of the departed. When coupled with ancestral magic, you are gently guided to listen deeply as the voice of a loved one is whispering messages for you, if only you would stop to listen. All right, and that is a message from your Air Guardian. Okay, next message is from your Fire Guardian, and that is number 24, Voodoo Roots. The keywords are respect, survival, liberation, and freedom. So let me read that one for you. I love these messages. I think they're great. It says, sometimes magic does not need to be extravagant. It can be incredibly simple. A cauldron or offering bowl can be a hole dug in the earth, or a candle can be used to represent the power of the sun. The essence of magic has numerous styles and histories. Magic in English history is classical, specific, and structured, whereas the magic born from Africa's descendants is beautifully spontaneous, raw, fired with intensity, wildly tribalistic, and fused with intuitive dance and fetish. Magic from different sources teaches us different ways to connect, not only to the gods and the cosmos, but most importantly to each other. Voodoo plays an important role in the makeup of our world's magical history. Voodoo, hoodoo. Confused? Well, although some people do use these words synonymously, they're not the same. Voodoo literally means spirit in the Fon language of West Africa. Voodoo is also used to distinguish the specific traditions that emerged in New Orleans following the emigration in the 19th century of many Haitian refugees, and hoodoo is American magic that is based largely on African practices and evolved in America's melting pot. The history and ancestors of voodoo at its true core, remind us to be compassionate to people of all kinds and races, to not ignore another's power, and to give respect where respect is due. Magic, when used well, can be a miraculous tool, and for the fathers and the mothers of this sacred tradition, and for the fathers and mothers of this sacred traditional magic, it was a means for survival and the source of personal and familial liberation. You have been comfortable for far too long, and life is dealing you ways to step out of your comfort zone. You are called upon to see another with kinder eyes and relinquish the conditions of misguided fear. Everything is set with a plan in motion, and everyone has a part to play in the large cosmic game of life. When we set the campfire in the garden and sit down without our weapons, we begin to realize our commonalities with one another and see how pointless those weapons are. Only when we empathize about the pain and suffering of the ancestors who fought and died through oppression, injustice, famine, war, slavery, and pain can we finally see the grand imagination. We are brothers and sisters connected by souls. As long as there are others who still hold on to outdated fears and misjudgments, then people will be needed to fight for the minority and create a larger stand. Link your arms and take to the streets with your courage and breathe fire to ones who matter. And that was the message from your fire spirit or fire guardian. The next message is from an earth guardian. It's a number 5, and it is gnomes. Humanity, friendship, hard work, and little visions are the key words and phrases. And that is a number 5. And this is what it says. Gnomes are said to be the governors of Earth, magical creatures made famous through literature about legends and fairy tales. These gnomes are not of the garden statue variety, but rather are almost hobbit-like beings that inhabit the burrows of nature. While it's true they're playfully mischievous and bashful spirits, they are not to be laughed at. Seen by those gifted with sight, these invisible spirits can shift their appearances to match their surroundings, evading capture by those foolish enough to attempt to do so. But gnomes uncloak their camouflage and extend their hands to yours. When they appear, it is usually a sign that things have gone awry and work needs to be done in order to set wrongs to right once more. Gnomes urge you to reclaim your advocacy for the natural world and bring duty back to healing damaged lands and forests, and to aid animals and people with humanitarian relief. It is well and good to master life for success and joy, but it is your divine duty to give back to the land and the world that holds us together. It's time to get to work and carry your energy with devoted direction to important humanitarian issues. Take action to create changes where harmony can result. Question your conscience and ask yourself if you're giving back to communities and Earth fully and regularly. Take a volunteer holiday and assist in restoring nature conservations, or donate to foundations related to animal care and wildlife. You have the power to transform negative energies into something greater, and this is your task now. Do not wait to be told what to do. Get up and rise with purpose. And that is the message from the Earth Guardian. Last message from the Water Guardian is called Mirror Magic. The keywords are lunar light, past lives, spectrum, and self-care. And that is, again, number 32. And here's what it says. The moon shines her light into the vast unknown and touches our corners of the world. She offers her nocturnal magic freely and needs no payment other than appreciation. Her power controls the tides of water, and she breathes in heavenly motion and love. With water and mirror, she sees herself, and we are reminded to do the same, and, like her, refrain from any judgment. Mirrors are portals to the astral and spiritual planes, and can also act as powerful protective shields. Mirror magic is ancient, and has been used in a plethora of ways to induce magical spells of all kinds. In rituals of love, divination, mediumship, and protection, mirrors are important vessels that show us the potential of imagination and spiritual exploration, including the ability to peek into our past lives. Mirrors were created as a means by which to see yourself better. And this alone should remind you to take self-care of body, spirit, and mind seriously. Pay attention to the truth of a situation and determine if the path is aligned to your heart's calling. What do you see when you look into the mirror? Release the need to appear like another and begin to know your unique self within. The time is ripe to make a conscious change, and the lunar light reflects your soul in naked form. The sun, however, brings you spectrums of colors, which is your signal to invite the diversity of all living things into your life. Be patient and release the emotions you continue to hold. Nothing is permanent and everything is fleeting. There are 7 spectrums for 7 wonders, so choose to believe in miracles and not curses of defeat. All right, and each of these cards in the book gives you a spell, a magical spell to perform if that is something you like to do. Okay, friends, so that was the Powers That Be spread, and it again was from the Pure Magic Oracle guidebook. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you've not done so. It's completely free for you, and it helps me out a whole lot. I want to thank you for being with me today. I appreciate you so much more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.